So my name's Dan Thompson. I'm the Chief Sales Officer at Greenlight Guru. For those that don't know, Greenlight Guru designs and produces a suite of products that help medical device manufacturers bring their devices to market fast, efficient, and really help throughout that entire life cycle from the initial design and development all the way through to establishing a core system of record for quality, and then worrying about all of the different ways to keep that product on the market, whether that's addressing customer complaints, running CAPAs on those complaints, or just really doing their ongoing risk assessments. Greenlight works with companies at all stages of the medical life cycle journey, specifically for companies that are at LSI. Primarily it's those that are looking at establishing their first device, bringing it into the market, and really ensuring that they are doing so in such a way that is compliant with various regulations, whether that be FDA or ISO. And then ensuring that as they go through clinical trials or consider moving into new markets, that we can support them do that. So really anyone from those early stage innovators to later stage companies who might be looking to transform some of the processes that got them where they are today. What we're going to do when we start to work with a company is really understand first where they're at in their medical device journey. Second, what some of the challenges they're experiencing are. And typically for those earlier stage companies, that's going to be making sure that everything is traceable within the system so that when they ultimately go to get clearance from a governing body, all of their ducks are in a row. So we're going to want to understand exactly where they are. We can then guide them on how best to get there and do so in a fast and efficient manner. For the later stage companies, a lot of times they've already figured out some of those traps as it might relate to regulations or getting a product on the market, but it's how do we do things more efficiently, right? As we grow, as we become more complex and more scalable, we need to make sure that we can take what they've done today and then cross the chasm so they can do it more effectively, more efficiently, a lot of times with more people working in the system. And so we're gonna really map out that journey for them. And a lot of times in these larger companies, it's migrating from System A to Greenlight Guru. So that's where we start, but we want to make sure we walk alongside that customer and ultimately get them to their end goal, which is either bringing that first or second device to market so they can impact patients' lives, or just keeping it in the market and expanding that reach, either to another geography or doing it with another product. Many aren't aware yet, but we do have a clinical product which we acquired 2 years ago, formerly Smart Trial. So we have invested a lot in the clinical space. So for any companies that are looking for electronic data capture, that is part of our portfolio that integrates well with the quality management system. Additionally, we've heard a lot about AI and how that's disrupting the medical device industry. One of the things that we have been doing is looking at using AI to simplify and streamline quality management for these medical device innovators. So I mentioned this previously, but looking at data not only from our own customers, but also databases like the FDA to help them see around corners, understand what the cold start issues might be when bringing a new device to market. And we're really focused on how can we continue to layer in that AI and other types of technologies around machine learning to really make these companies more efficient so they can focus on what they do best, which is bringing these devices to market, keeping them on the market, not necessarily worrying about the ins and outs of their quality system. Part of the ethos of Greenlight Guru is MedTech, right? So we only work with medical device companies. We have about 1,100 customers today. And as a result, everything we do within the platform and then our services are specific to medical device manufacturers. So our platform is going to be validated out of the box. It's going to be built in alignment with ISO and FDA standards. We're going to be able to leverage past information, not only from our customer base, but also things like the FDA MAUDE database to help these companies understand what are the potential risks, harms, and hazards of those devices that they're bringing to market, or potentially just keeping on the market. And then what are the different controls that they need to put in place in order to ensure that they're bringing safe, effective devices to their consumers. So that's really how we stand apart, is that focus on MedTech. And we do that, again, both through the product we sell, but also through either our internal services team, what we call gurus, or our partners, like some of which are at LSI here today. I mean, there's a number of reasons why I'm at Greenlight, but ultimately, the thing that drove me to this company is the mission. So we say it all the time, whether that's in our internal meetings, or we're meeting with prospects and customers, but Greenlight Guru exists to improve the quality of life. And I've been doing what I do for a number of years now in various different companies. And what I was always looking for was, how do I take the things that I love, the problems I enjoy solving, and do it for a company that's really making a difference? And when we think about what we do here at Greenlight Guru, we may not be creating these devices, but at the end of the day, we are helping these innovators take that big idea, right, that next thing that they want to get into market, and ensuring that they can do so in a way that is safe, that's effective, that's compliant, and ultimately can really improve the quality of their patients' lives. And so we get to play a small role in that every day, and ultimately that's what drove me to come to Greenlight Guru. That's what keeps me at Greenlight Guru. That's what makes me excited to come to events like this and spend 14, 15-hour days, talking to people. But really it ultimately comes down to, how do we improve the quality of life, or at least help those medical device innovators do what they do best.